cares, he has to spend some money.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I asked 3 different men. My body's so sore, I feel like I need a massage. One answer was, dang, I would love to, but I'm not in the position right now. I understand that. Oh my God, you're used to a $300 massage? Let me send you 150. Matter of fact, here's 180 because that's what I have to offer. That's a real ass answer. Not gonna call your answer weak, but you didn't give one.
No, I did give an answer.
Nope. You responded with, oh, I didn't even see this.
You said that you felt like you wanted a massage in the morning. I didn't get the message till 3 p.m.
Do you think that I couldn't get a massage in the evening? If a man wants to come and take care of me, you gotta understand what that entails, right?
This situation made Christina drop on my list just because she just seems like she wants my money. And if that is the narrative of the relationship, you gotta recalibrate.
So, I mean, let's look at this like as objectively as possible, right? As possible. She's clearly communicating in one way what she's saying here in this moment, right? But is it really clear communication if you're sending a message to someone and you're not telling a man, especially men, what it is that you want? You're telling me your body's so sore, really go for massage. No, just ask for, hey, can you pay for my massage? There's a reason that it's coded in that way, right? You want to elicit this reaction from him. You want to create this provider sort of thing. But if that's what he is, that's what he already is. It's done in this way because you really don't have that relationship with that person yet. You're not there yet where he would intrinsically say, I'm looking to provide for you or take care of you. You're trying to create this thing artificially. It's not real communication, it's manipulation, right? I think it's fair that we can call it that. Secondly, if now in that moment she's explaining it to you, and the very first thing she says, in order for a man to show that he cares, he has to spend money. And he agrees. He flat out agrees. If that's what the premise is, you agreed to the first part. So everything that's said after that, sort of, you've given her that lane for it to continue on. Obviously, this is not something what he's comfortable with or something he sees that makes sense because he wants to recalibrate. Okay. But if that's the truth, then don't agree to the premise in the first place. As men, I think part of why this sort of transactional relationship has gotten so far is because men have been willing to pay it. If we don't like the direction in which it's going, there's nothing wrong with just saying, no, I don't agree. I think a man showing that he cares is not simply just transactional in a way he has to pay for things that you deem important to you. No, I think that could be a facet of what's happening, but that is not the end all be all. That's not how things start out. But before we continue, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss no uploads. Still trying to do 2 a day to the end of this year. If you are just kind of seeing my video right now, you hear my voice, and you subscribe. Shout out to the OGs that have been here since June, and to the new ones that just coming in day by day. I really appreciate the support for the channel. Your comments back and forth does really make this thing feel like we've got legs, and it's a good proof of concept. But back to the video, right? We'll play it again so we could dissect these things. I use this video to highlight that it's not just a young phenomena, right? Where we're becoming more and more transactional. Maybe it's a case where when the economy gets tighter, when things get more scarce, this becomes the norm, where we're still going to date, we're still going to interact, but now I want more of that pressure taken off of me. Or it's a societal shift where when the complaint of a lack of masculinity, a lack of providership is now almost being forced, right? We're trying to integrate that into the very just nature of the dating market. We know we accept courting has changed, courting is dead. So now we're just trying to say, okay, I still want the things I want. I still want to be taken care of. Before I thought, or I reasoned that it was more or less because of for security, where you wanted to feel stable, you wanted to feel like it's not just you against the world. You have your husband, you have your man that's got your back. Now, for men, I believe it's more or less where we're feeling is, I'm just here to make your life easier in some sort of way, not in the general comforting sense. No, in the my bill is due, take care of that. And again, we're not shaming people. We're not shaming her for that's what she wants. She's telling him this is the thing. I sent this message to the 3 men, right? Or in that sort of sense, She's telling you what she values. She's telling you what's a real answer. She's telling you how what's important to her, how to get to her. And if you're not on board with that, then it's nothing wrong with saying that's not how you sort of operate. You wish that person the best and you continue to move on. I don't want to be with someone who's looking at me first and saying, you can make my life financially easier. Full stop. We all can be real and understand that is going to be part of the process, part of the evaluation. But a lot of these things are out of order. If I don't know you, right? If I don't know five women, why am I providing for five women materially in order just to get to know them, right? How do we now look at my character when my bank statement, my bank balance, and the willingness to part with that is the end all be all? Let's run this one, back again so I can stop, rumbling, rabbling.
In order for a man to show he really cares, he has to spend some money.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I asked 3 different men. My body's so sore, I feel like I need a massage. One answer.
Remember, that's not an ask, right? That's a statement. You're telling me you're trying to lead me down a path, but it's not genuine because it's not open communication. You want me to fill in the blanks, fill in the gaps, so now you could feel as if you didn't ask for it. It's the age-old thing saying, I want flowers, but I don't want to tell you that I want flowers. I want you to know that I want flowers. Now you kind of like, it's almost like you're breadcrumbing. I'm trying to get you here. But the reason I'm not here with you there is because we don't have that relationship yet. Not saying we can't get there, but doing this way makes it sort of artificial. And the important part I want to make is there is the other side of a transaction relationship. We're starting with things with, hey, in order for me to know a man cares, he has to spend money. Spending money becomes one of the easiest things for you to do. It doesn't require real effort, doesn't really require real intimacy or connection. It's simply right now, a few taps away on the phone, I can send you money. I can pay for a thing. If you now take that and you intimate that, that means we have something. Then I've just bought it, right? Not saying I bought your body, but I bought your affection. I bought this manufactured intimacy. It's not real. It's not going to get you the end result that you want, which let's say the end result is more of this over your sustained lifetime. No, if a man has the means to simply do this for the five people he's talking to, I very much doubt he has real feelings for any of them. It's just a thing, a means to an end. I am, I'm buying the outcome. I want to create this sense of intimacy with you so I can get access to your body. And if you're just saying that this becomes a line item of expense, and if that man has the means to take care of those expenses, he may deem that worthy at a time. Right? It's the same as people that buy high end goods, high luxury goods, and thought it would bring them some sort of real joy. Just over time, it becomes just like a regular thing. When you spent, $500,000 on that car, and you talk to some guys that aren't really car enthusiasts, but just wanted to buy it for the status, very soon, they say in about 6 months' time or so, it loses its luster. It's just a means of conveyance. Now, for real car guys, it matters, right? Right? And stick with this analogy so we can land this plane. For real car guys, it matters because they love the product. They love the vehicle. They fell in love with it over time, with interest, with care, with obsessing over the details, of customizing this, of falling in love with the way it looks, to the way it operates, the way it makes them feel when they're around it. The same thing relationally. If I don't get a chance to obsess over you, I don't get a chance to learn your ins and outs, how you make me feel, how I feel like when I'm with you, then in just whatever amount of time, you lose the luster, lose the man. So I think this is an important part of this transactional nature of things that we have to say, if this is the way we're going, it's not going to increase any type of real relationship. You have a smaller amount of providers that can do the things, but then it's really still their call. We haven't moved the needle in terms of who is more valuable or whose worth do we care about when we do these things. No, when we try to determine who's the prize, it's just the one who can pay for it, right? Who can pay for that prize. it's silly, right? And I hope we start turning a corner and be able to see this. But look, if you think I missed something, let me know down in the comments. You see a video on your screen right now? Take a look at those. Let me know what you think. And of course, if you listen to my rambling all this time and you haven't subscribed, come back and listen to some more rambling. I'll see you in the next one.